Hello and good morning. My name is Timo, and today I'm doing something different. Today I'm trying to bake. Uh, I am baking a Danish, one of my favorite Danishes. Danishes, do you say that? Is that the plural version of Danish? It's like a pastry, a Danish pastry. Um, it's called a Romsnegl, or in Danish, Romsnegl. Um, and yeah, I'll show you how to bake that. This is my first attempt at baking it, so it may be a bit, yeah. Uh, I don't know if it will happen or if I fail. My recipe is in kilograms and grams and milliliters and so on. But I've tried to convert them to US measurements as well. So if you use those, you can still follow. Um, but if not, you have to try to convert it to whatever you have. Okay, first of all, I have here like a mixing bowl, and I'll be using a Kenwood mixer because I'm lazy. And first we put our dry ingredients together. So I need 500 grams of flour. I know US you have like baking flour or pastry flour and stuff like that. This is just all-purpose flour, I think it is. And I need 500 grams, and that is, let me just see, that should be equivalent to 1.1 pounds or about 4 cups of all-purpose flour. So I have it here. That was a bit too much. Let's put a bit back. I would really like to be precise in my measurements. If you want somebody that follows the recipe to a T, then it's normally me. Okay, that's my flour. So that looks, that's about this much. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Normally I would you could sift it so it's not lumps in there, but yeah, lazy me. Okay, let me see. 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon. 1 teaspoon of salt, and I have like, that's about this. I don't know if you can see. So that goes in there. Okay. Now I need some sugar. And I'm just going to use the same bowl here. And I'm just going to reset my scale. And I need 60 grams of sugar. That's 2.1 ounces. Hope I did the conversion correctly. If not, I'll try to do the conversion again. And put it like text on the screen. Okay, I'm gonna just scoop sugar in because I don't want to go overweight on this. I don't mind putting too much sugar in there. Oh, it's already there. Okay, good. 60 grams of sugar. Now, then I need some yeast. So this is the yeast that I use. And actually, I don't need to put that in there. Dry ingredients over there. And I don't need my measuring scale. I need actually I need my measuring scale. Okay, good start. Okay, I have here 50 grams of yeast. And I need 55 grams of yeast. So I need slightly more than this. That's perfect. That's exactly the amount of yeast that I need. And that is 2.3 ounces. 2.3 ounces yeast. Okay, then I need some milk. I don't need my measurement there. I need like this. This is my measuring cup. And I need, let's see, 2.5 deciliters, and that's 250 milliliters. You just multiply that with 100, and then you have milliliters, and that is just above 1 cup, or 8.5 fluid ounces. On this one, I don't know if you can see it here, I have liters or milliliters on one side and cups on the other, so this is quite good. Anyway, this is whole milk. That's what the recipe says I need to use. And if you ever come to Denmark, the blue milk, or the dark blue milk, that's the whole milk. Then you have lighter blue, that's what you call semi milk or something. And then you have skimmed milk, which is gray version. So the lighter blue or gray it is, less fat in there. Anyway, this one is the one with the whole milk. Yeah. Okay, I need to put the yeast in the milk. And the milk is cold, or close to room temperature or something. Yeah. It's been standing out for 10 minutes while I was setting up my equipment here. And you sort of just mix that in there. I hope you can see. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but I think I have it fairly mixed in there. So I can't see any big, huge lumps of yeast. And just checking the sides of the glasses if I can see anything on there. But I think I have everything mixed up pretty good. Okay, then the last thing we need is 1 egg. And I'm just gonna crack an egg into this bowl. There we go. Go that way. And I am gonna mix it up. So now I have my egg in there, and I just want to have it just slightly mixed up, or mixed. Like this. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. Okay, first I'm just gonna mix the dry ingredients together, so I know this is noisy, but let's just have that. That was a quick mix. And open this one. I have this hook on there. I don't know if that's the right thing to put in there. But okay. Egg. That over there. And milk and yeast. All in there together. Okay. And then go for a while. Okay, everything is sort of collecting in the center, but I'll just sort of get all the flour off the sides, so I can get that in there, mixed together with all of the rest of the goodness. It's slowly coming together. Okay. Let's have a look. We have a bit of flour on the sides here. Try to get that off in there. Okay. One more small mix. Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, I've washed my hands and taken off my rings and jewelry and stuff like that. And yeah, the dough looks like this. And now I want to have it out on the table. I don't know if it's a bit too sticky, but I don't want to put too much flour in there. Okay, I've cleaned off my table here, and I have added some flour. So my thing doesn't stick. Okay, now I need to get my dough out here. This is okay. I have my dough out on the table. I'm gonna add some flour on top of it here. Let's see if I can. Ah, it's one sticky dough. Add some more flour, and I'm gonna have a white shirt on soon. That was a beautiful choice to choose a black shirt when cooking or baking. Okay, now it's coming together. Add a bit more flour here. Okay, now I'm not gonna. What do you call that? I don't know. I'm not gonna form it too or like mix it too much. I'm gonna use mix. I don't know the word English word for that. That's an English word. I don't know. Okay. I need my rolling pin, and I need to get this out as like a square that is quite thick, about a centimeter thick. And now you ask, how much is a centimeter? And I'm getting this. Way to go for my first cooking video here. A centimeter. That is about the size of your thumbnail or something like that. A dice maybe, like a thickness of a dice or something. But it doesn't really matter. Just a good thickness. And I think I'm gonna have it right here. I think that's good. If you can see that. Hope you can. Yep, looks good. Now, then you need some margarine or something like this. You can see it. Like this. And that shouldn't be too warm. And you need 300 grams of it, which is about 1 1/3 of a cup, and or 10.6 ounces. That is about this much, and that's quite a lot of butter. And I don't need to add it like that. And what you actually need is to divide this up in 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. That should be about 100 grams each. And that is about 3.5 ounces. And what you need to do is we need to cover two-thirds of this dough with the butter. So I'm just going to do like this. Hopefully it does. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but this is how I do it, or how I think I need to do it. Okay. So that's about filled in. Okay, now you need to fold it. And to fold it, I need my scraper. Where do I have that? Okay, now I'm just going to loosen it from the table here. And what you want to do is sort of fold it over the first 1/3 of this here. There we go. Add a bit of flour, because that's too sticky. And now let's see. The other side needs to fold over the other part. And I just want to get it away from the table. Okay. Add flour. Okay. So I should have now like a 3-fold. So I have folded once and then folded twice with butter on that. Fold it once and fold it twice, and butter in between. And now I need to make sure I have plenty of flour on here, because I need to roll this out again. And if the butter is too hard, you're gonna get like holes in your pastry, because it's just gonna poke it through. Okay. There we go. And now I'm just gonna fold it the other way. But I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, or if that's just me. Hopefully it's still gonna taste good, no matter what. There we go. That looks pretty even. And again, fold 1/3. And the last part here on top. Oh man, that was much easier than the first time. Okay. I'm gonna turn this. That was the second time. So now roll it out again. Okay, that looks nice. I can see the butter through the dough. The last butter on. Easy. And by the way, you don't want your butter too soft as well, because that's just going to mix in with the dough, and you don't actually want that. You want like a mix in between, layers in between. That's what you're looking for. I'm just going to mash this out here. And when in doubt, add more butter. There we go. I think I used about 400 grams of butter instead. Anyway, I fold it in. First that way, and this way, and stay in that. Basically, now you have butter, dough, butter, dough, butter, dough, a lot of different layers, and that's what's gonna give the Danish pastry the flakiness of the Danish pastry. Okay, more flour. And I'm gonna roll this one out. And the recipe says like a 40 by 60 centimeters square. I'm gonna estimate that. And now, of course, it's not gonna be as thick as when you add butter in between. Okay, I think that is it. Now we need to put something in between, or spread it out here. And for that, I need my measuring again. I'm just cleaning up here in a second. Okay, for that I need 3.5 ounce sugar. That is 100 grams of sugar. That's about that. And then you need marzipan. I use this one. I don't know if I need the baking one, but I thought baking marzipan, that's the way to go. You can see it here as well. And I need 100 grams, so equal to the other one. So, like this. And is that 100? Not exactly. There we go. 100 grams of marzipan. 100 grams going into the sugar. Last thing we need is 100 grams of margarine. And almost. That's 100 grams. There we go. And I need to mix this together. And for that I'm using a mixer. Again, because I'm lazy. You can see it so far. The butter is the tough one. Okay, it's coming along. You basically just want to mix this as much as possible together. Okay, have it fairly mixed together. It has like a buttery consistency. I don't know if you can see that. But what you need to do is basically place it out here on your dough. Get it all in there because this is really good. Okay. Like this, and basically spread it out and cover every last piece of this thing. Remember to get it very good out on the sides. And just keep on spreading until you have it pretty even on there. Get it out all to the long sides, these sides, this side over here and this side, because that is, you don't want to miss that. The ends, these ends doesn't really matter because when you roll it up, you do get everything over there. I guess this is similar to a cinnamon roll, or how you'd make a cinnamon roll. you would just not use marzipan, you would use cinnamon, of course. But this one uses marzipan. I hope it's going to be as the ones I get in the bakery. I think there we go. Everything is out there. Marzipan, butter, and sugar. Oh boy. Okay, time to roll it up. So I just start from one end and go and try to keep it consistent size. You want to roll it on the long end. And I need my scraper because there was and it's stuck, because you want it as thick as possible. And square up the ends. So that is pretty thick. And that is just what I need. I just take a knife and cut a nice round shape out. Place it and flatten it a bit. That is basically what you do. Round it up, place it, and flatten it. I don't want to put them too close together because I don't know if they run out or if they sort of get bigger. When you cut them, you want them pretty thick. So give it a good thickness. I'm giving these even more now. And if you look at it, you can actually see the butter in between there, which is really, really nice. There we go, we have our first batch. I'm gonna cut this out later and put them on a plate as well. But now what you need to do is you need to, of course, preheat your oven. And I'm just checking my notes here. And that's 225 Celsius. And that is 437 Fahrenheit. So close to that. That will be good. I'm heating my oven there. And yeah, so when the oven is ready, these go in, and I can't remember how much time, but I'm gonna figure that out when I put in these in the oven. Yeah. Okay, so the oven is heated up or at the right temperature, and now we just need to put them in. And I figured out they need to be in for 12 to 15 minutes. Yeah, luckily we use the same time measurement both in US and in Europe and all over the world, or we would be in trouble. Anyway, 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, and I put them in the center. Like that. Oh, that looks good. So, set a timer, 12-15 minutes. Go, I set it about 13 minutes. And then I'll have a look at them. See how it goes. Okay. See you in a few minutes. Okay, let's have a look at them. See how far along they are. So I think 30 minutes or 13 minutes just passed. Let's have a look. Not bad. They are starting to get golden. I think I'll give them a few minutes more, and then we'll have to see. Okay, they are looking golden now, and I think it's past or 15 minutes has gone, sort of. So it's time to take them out. Okay, let's have a look. Oh yes, they're looking good. Okay, I've placed them on a cooling rack, and now they need to cool down. And then we need to put icing sugar on top. But you're probably wondering, where does the rum come into rum cake or Romsnegl? And that is in the icing. We'll use icing sugar and rum to make that, and then we'll sprinkle it with some sprinkles. But I'll show you that in a minute. First, we need to have the the Romsnegls cooling down. So as soon as they're cool, if they're not cool, then the icing sugar will melt all over the place. So they need to be really cool before you can put that on. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so all of them has or is done. The first one got a bit too brown, I think. Next ones, I like them better, but maybe a bit too soft. The last one I forgot in the oven. The last three I forgot to set the timer, and then I was like, oh shit, and then it was already too brown. But anyway, they're probably gonna taste okay anyway. Now we need to make the icing sugar and rum. Here we go. Just a simple rum. Nothing fancy about that. And I need 200 grams of of icing sugar, or powdered sugar, or whatever you call it. But I think it's called icing sugar. I use this one. So it has the crown on there, so that means that they deliver to the Royal Danish or the royals in Denmark. So this is what the royal people use, or when they do cooking. Anyway, 200 grams. I could again sift this if I didn't want all the lumps in there, but yeah. 200. There we go. Now I'm using measurements just to get sort of ahead, but I may need to add more icing sugar, and or I may need to add more rum. Now it should hopefully give like a golden yellow color. I don't know if the bakeries they add coloring, food coloring, but normally it should be bright yellow. But I need 3 tablespoons, so not teaspoons but tablespoons of rum in here. So I got my measuring thing for that. That's 15 milliliters. And 3 of those. So 1, 2, and 3. So 45 milliliters in total. Add it in there. And basically I just need to mix. Okay. I'm pretty sure that they use food coloring as well. Because this is still white. It should be yellow. I don't know if I have any yellow food coloring. This is pretty thick. I think I may need to add. I may need to add some more rum, which is not bad. Actually, let me just check if I have food coloring, because if I have food coloring, that's also gonna help. Hold on a second. No, I don't have any food coloring, but what I did find was this. I can put it in there. Is like also just the essence of rum. It's not rum itself. It's just what it. There we go. Okay, so that's basically the essence of rum. And I'm just gonna add a bit of that. Just a few scoops of that. Like this. See? Perfect. So hopefully it gives a stronger flavor of rum. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, slightly better. I want it to be kind of thick, but also slightly where it's just beginning to be runny. You can see it's still a bit too thick, I think. I'll add a bit more rum. Okay. I think I'm getting the consistency. It's just starting to run, sort of. And that's what I was looking for. So, just starting to run, and that's what I'm looking for, yeah. Bit too much on the first one, but what the hell. The icing sugar is the best part of Romsnegl. Okay, out of icing sugar, I'm gonna make more and finish up the rest. But the last thing I need to put on here is like sprinkles like this. Or if you have a look over here, it's just multicolored sprinkles, normally small dots, but this one is small sticks. Yeah, normally small dots or small sticks, but before the icing sugar sort of cures on this, I'm just gonna sprinkle that. Like that. There we go. Okay, they are completely done. Now they've been resting a bit. The icing sugar is sort of hard. And, oh, it's time for the best thing. Tasting. Okay, I think I'm going to pick this one. Look at this. Focus, camera. It's flaky. Has a nice golden bottom with all this sort of sugar and marzipan on there. Smells good as well. Yeah. Oh, it's so long time since, because the bakery I have around here doesn't have these. It's normally bakeries closer to Copenhagen that has these. That's good. It's my first time making them, I think they are quite decent. Sorry. And I would recommend, if you can find the ingredients, try to make them. Because they're actually best. Oh, they're really good. If you don't like rum, because the rum can be a bit strong in this, I think it's maybe better to use that rum essence, better than normal rum, because the alcohol sort of has a kick to it. The rum essence doesn't really have that much, more just have the flavor. So yeah, or you can make it without the rum, just icing sugar and water, and put it on there. I made a few that is only icing sugar and water, because I know somebody that comes home later today may not like the rum versions. But these are good. And thank you so much for watching this video. It's my first attempt at sort of making something different than gaming videos, and my head has been all around this place. So I don't know if my mic has picked up the voice perfectly. So I hope you find that's okay. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and cheers, and see you in another video. Bye.